I just did it. I gave in and bought Prism crystals. Was it a smart move or total regret waiting to happen? Today we're cracking them open to see if the RNG is finally on my side. Will we strike gold or get the usual heartbreak? Either way, you're coming with me on this ride. Let's find out what secrets are these crystals hiding. Hi Raiders, welcome to the channel. I'm Bobby. Thank you for joining me today. In today's episode, we're gonna be opening some Prism Shards, Prism crystals, whatever you want to call it. Because, you know, if you haven't watched my previous videos, I was opening some ancient shards. And in general, I have a history of opening shards and not getting anything good out of it. But the thing is, I didn't lose my hope. It's still here. That's why I decided to buy some Prism crystals, because the last time I got a legendary from somewhere, this was here from the summoning portal. I got Admiral Black Tusk from the Dwarfs faction, and I decided that this is my lucky place, man. And this time the RNG would work on the same side with me. And today there is a Sylvan Summon pull, which means we can pull legendaries and epics that are from the Sylvan Watchers faction, and I'm super excited for this. And I really hope that this time we're gonna be getting something good, man. The good thing here is that we're either gonna get epics or legendaries, so there are no rares here, and this is what really gives me some additional hopes, man. If you want to become a part of my squad in Raid, click my link in the description to get a free legendary as well as 4 free epics as you level up. Let me show you how. Step number 1, log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Step number 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step number 3, launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Simple as that. Step number 4, go to your inbox and claim your first champ. That's all you need to do to get a free Karato as well as Ugo, Raktordrat, Tagor, and Mausoleum Mage. Don't let this slide and click my link right now. So I've actually got 210 Prism crystals, which is not a lot given the fact that one Prism shard opening is gonna cost us 40 Prism crystals. Now when I think about it, I don't know if it's actually worth it, because actually it was not cheap, and 210 means that we're gonna open around 5 Prism shards in total, which is nothing. And now I'm starting to think that I didn't make the right choice. I'm seriously hoping to get a LEGGO out of this, otherwise it would be total waste of money, and I'm gonna cry again for spending so much money in this game. Oh my goodness, please give me something good. So now before we start, guys, enough talking, but before we start, I want to show you guys what is on my wish list. So basically, as you can see here on my roster, I'm kind of lacking champions that are good for Hydra. Like, given the champions that I've got here, one of the most good champions for Hydra that I've got here on my roster is definitely Selenian Nightclock. And for this moment, I still haven't tested her out. I mean, I was only farming with her in the campaign. She is a really good HP burn champion. Also, maybe Paragon would be helpful for Hydra as well. But besides that, my other stronger champions, the exception is Rector Dread, because she's gonna help me with Hydra as well. But like, my strongest champions are not very good for Hydra clan boss. So what I'm aiming to do right here is that I get a champion that is really nice for Hydra that would help me and boost my team, because like I already told you, I haven't tested out Hydra yet. I'm hiding like a rat in the corner and waiting for the good champions to hit my hit to go there and test out Hydra with them, but I'm not gonna wait anymore, right? So that's why we're pulling some Prism crystals right here. I seriously hope that we could pull something good, man. Not only epics, just one legendary. Give me one legendary. And specifically this time I'm aiming for these 2 beautiful ladies right here, starting with Eostrit, whatever. Whatever, we're gonna call her Lady Dream Song. She looks magnificent, bro. Look at that. Is it Easter? What are those eggs, man? I love it. She's a great champion that is gonna be really helpful to me against Hydra Clan boss. Man, I just love how she looks. She looks magical. But yeah, let's move on to what's really important here. So Lady Dream Song is a turn mean booster and speed manipulator. And actually, on her A1, she has 50% chance of placing a sleep debuff for 1 turn. And if the target is under a decreased speed or weakened debuff placed by this champion, she has a 75% chance of placing a sleep debuff for 1 turn instead. Her A3 provides your team with increased speed buff and increased attack buff for 3 turns, and also 15% turn meter boost. And additionally, if this skill is fully booked, it would go to 4 turns, meaning this buff is placed on a 3-turn duration with a 4-turn cooldown. This makes the uptime of this ability 100, as she also grants an extra turn. Her A2 attacks all enemies, placing decreased speed debuff and also weaken debuff. Additionally to that, so we're not stopping there, she also decreases the turn meter of all enemies by 15%. As far as I know, there are no other champions in this game that can place those specific buffs and debuffs on all enemies, which is extremely powerful. And man, just look at her passive. Life Bloom. Whenever this champion or an ally has their turn meter increased, she heals them based on their max HP. The percentage value of the heal is equal to half of the turn meter increase. This skill has 1 turn cooldown. That's why it's really important for you to give Lady Dream Song a high number of speed. This champion can be really valuable against Hydra waves and also in the arena. And I would be really thankful and grateful if I had her on my team. The other lady I was telling you about, this is Oela. This is how I imagine her name would sound. Oela. Yes, because look at her. She was a fairy. She looks absolutely stunning, man. Look at the little wings. I love it. Except her beautiful magical appearance, she also has this absolutely stunning kit. On her A1, she has 80% chance of placing that decreased speed debuff. And if this is fully booked, basically you have 100% to place the decreased speed buff for 2 turns. And if you bring Utan of the Shell with you, this basically become irresistible. And what is really important to say here when it comes to Oela is that she doesn't need much of accuracy, especially if you have Utan, because she doesn't have any other debuffs. So basically, we don't need much of accuracy. Some things that we need to focus when building Oela are definitely speed, defense, and HP. Of course, accuracy is optional, but I really advise you to focus on accuracy as well, specifically if you don't have Utan, so she can successfully land this decreased speed debuff. Now, moving on to her A2, she heals all allies by 30% of their max HP and increases the duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn. And the cooldown goes to 3 if the skill is fully booked, and also the healing goes up to 55%, which is actually kind of strong ability. Now, her A3 fills the turn meter of all allies by 30% and also places a 50% increased resistance buff on all allies for 2 turns. And finally, she brings a unique passive ability that is quite powerful with Utan. So basically, if an ally takes a significant hit, they will receive a continuous heal for 2 turns, and it will instantly activate, of course, with Utan or for 1 turn. Utan is really essential to make this passive viable. Otherwise, a 1 turn continuous heal is quite low in terms of healing. But yeah, for this specific skill, for this passive, we definitely need Utan on the team as well. But other than that, I really think that Oela is a great champion, and I would love to have her on the team. I won't say much regarding them because, you know, whatever comes on the way would be a plus for my champion roster. So I'm not gonna go and discuss everybody from every epic out there. I suggest we should start with the pulling itself. I talked a lot. I'm sorry about it, guys. But yeah, we're gonna start right now in this perfect moment. Wish me luck, guys. Let's do this. All right, opening the first one. Please, please. All right. Whoa. Duodan the Runic. Whoa, he seems powerful, man. He seems powerful. I'm not gonna go over his skill right now. We're gonna look at them later. Right now, I will continue with the pulling. Please be a legendary. Please, 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 please. All right. Mistrider Deity. Cool. I'm lacking knowledge about these champions. So yeah, after that, we're gonna check them out. We have 3 more. Please, please give me a Lego. Give me a Lego, God. Please, man. Please. This is actually, if I'm not, oh my goodness. That was so fucking cool. This is actually the new champion from 1040 from the last update, I think. Let me quickly check that. Oh my god, finally, I pulled a Lego, bro. Oh, damn, that's not happening. I can't believe it. Finally. Oh my god, I'm so happy. All right, just give me a second, guys, to check where was the update, right? Yeah, it is right. Blade Chorister Caldor. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right, but yeah. So basically, that was super nice, bro. I'm super happy that we pulled him. Like, I really can't believe it happened. I guess the RNG works on my side this time, and I think it was finally time for this to happen. Because, bro, come on. I was lacking any luck before this, so... All right. Now, moving on to my last 2 shards to open. If I got another Lego, damn, man. Damn. I would go and fill a lottery ticket if we get a second Lego, but I really doubt it. So let's move on and see what is waiting for us out there. All right. Another epic Ruella. Ruella. Damn, girl. Is that a dragon wing? Nice. I love it. I love it. All right, guys. The final Prism Shard. It is time. Let's do it. Please give me a Lego, bro. All right. Oh, Wyronon the Silken. I actually know this champion because my friend used to have her, so I have tested her before. She's quite nice, but in my opinion, yeah, she's placing decreased attack debuff, increased speed, and continuous heal. She's quite nice though, not gonna lie. Now, let's check what do we have here. Let me first get my Plarium points right here. So 50 multi-battles. Damn, I needed that. I needed that on time. All right, guys, I'm super happy. This is actually the fourth legendary champion. Oh my god, I forgot what I was thinking. Anyway, I got super excited, but this is the 4th legendary champion on my account. Finally, I was waiting for this for so long. And I think that Prism Shards, Prism Crystals are my thing now, because this is the only place from where I'm getting good champions, and it was actually worth it, worth the money. I'm super happy, super happy. He looks insane though. I really love the vibes around this guy. Just look around, like a magical forest. You know, let's take a closer look at his kit, bro. Let me see this aura right here. Increase ally critical rate in all battles and increase ally speed in all battles by 15%, but only applies to Sylvan Watchers. Sorry guys. How is this possible? Is this the strong aura in the whole game? I don't know about that, but this one hits hard, man. Hits hard. Let me see, what does he do? I have no words. Like, if you could feel my heart right now, you would know what I'm talking about. I barely can listen to my thoughts right now. because I got really excited. But anyway, guys, let's move on to reading his abilities, his kit. Now, on his A1, it is an AoE attack, and he has 15% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn, and will ignore 20% of each target's resistance for each continuous heal buff on this champion. Just look at his A3, man. It is a single target enemy max HP attack that applies decreased defense and also weaken to the enemy before attacking. And just look at the Sylvan Watcher's Unity. So basically, he will ignore 5% of target's defense for each poison debuff on them and each continue heal buff on this champion. If he has one faction ally with him, he removes all buffs from all enemies. If the initial target is killed, this buff removal cannot be resisted. If he brings a third ally from the same faction, he basically attacks all other enemies if the initial target is under a poison debuff and the damage dealt is proportional to the initial target's max HP and how many poison debuffs are on them. If the initial target is a boss or a minion, the damage deal is equal to 10% of their max HP. This is just crazy. Now let's take a closer look at his A2. Select a target. Whoa. So basically, he will decrease the duration of an enemy buffs and places a poison debuff plus additional poisons for each continuous heal he's under. However, this skill only applies continuous heal to himself if the target is an ally, so cycling the skill or pairing him with allies who bring continuous heal is key to setting him up. So basically, targeting an ally also triggers that continue heals buff, and also placing a perfect veil buff on himself for 2 turns, and additionally 15% of continuous heal buff on himself for 2 turns, and another 15% continuous heal for each alive ally for 2 turns. And finally, his turn meter would be filled by 15% for each buff or debuff placed by the skill. And if he's fully booked, the cooldown goes to 3 from what I can see. His passive, now let's check his passive. So his passive basically reduces incoming damage by 30%, while Veiled providing some extra sustain there. And if he brings one faction ally, the critical rate would go up by 20%. If he brings a second body, the continuous heal buff activates and also fills his turn meter by 8%. And the third body will result in continuous heal buff that activates on him or an ally and increases his damage by 5% and stacks up to 150%. So from what I'm understanding, this champion's abilities really revolves around continuous heal, poisons, and turn meter boost. Also some ignore defense potential, and additionally his A1 brings some crowd control with that stun debuff. So basically, I think that this champion would be really useful in all kinds of dungeons, clan boss, Hydra maybe. I'm not sure about there, but I think Hydra with all those buffs and debuffs, I think it's doable. What I really fear right now is that I don't have a proper equipment for this champion. So maybe I really need to farm dungeons because I'm lacking good artifact sets. So I don't know how I'm gonna equip this guy. If you have any suggestions for artifacts, please comment down below in the comment section. I would be really grateful. I really need to make him strong. I really need to make him stand out because I'm gonna use this champion for the long term. Yes, that was it, guys. I think we're done for today. I'm super happy, super excited, and I definitely think it was worth it. If you had better or worse luck, spill it down in the comment section below. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you're chasing legendaries just like me. Until next time, guys, and may your shards be golden and the RNG be kind. Peace. Bye.